Okay, so the car's running, but all is not always as it seems. Let's find out what happened.
Okay, so just to clarify, here's where we're at right now. I had my cousin Cassie meet me today because I was like, I'm gonna drive to the auto parts store and I'm gonna get a battery and I'm gonna get them to change it. But just in case something happens, can you follow me? So she did. You saw me in the car. The car's actually running, and yay. Um, we had to jump the battery to get it to get there. So we get it there and I buy the battery and the guy comes out and there's like a bar over the battery in my car and he's like, I can't. Um for whatever reason he could not. He had like the thing and he and I there are gonna be questions, and these are questions I do not necessarily have the answers to. Okay? Here is what I know. I'm presenting you with what I know that happened just a mere few hours ago. He comes out carrying the battery. I said, okay. I said, let me turn off the car. He goes, okay, I have to go get the if it's not a drill, I'm the worst guy when it comes to this stuff. But like it was a drill, but he had like the like thing to get like bolts and whatever. It's the wrong size. Goes back in and he says, because he says about the bar and he says, let me go ask my manager or whatever. And he comes back out and he says, the manager said, as long as I'm comfortable doing this, I can, whatever. He said, and I am comfortable because I've worked a little bit on these types of cars anyway. I said, okay. So he goes to do it. There's three bolts, screws, whatever the case. Again, I'm a terrible guy. I don't know these things. Sorry. Um, if you're that type of guy and you want, about like the best way to do a commercial or something, I'm your guy. But in terms of actually doing the stuff, I'm sorry. I'm the absolute worst at it. You know, remove my, manly man card. Technically I never had one anyway. Anyway, he takes out the first of three screws, literally from this distance. Takes out this one will not come out. One up here will also not come out. It will not come out, to the point where my cousin is looking at him and my mother is looking at him. He doesn't see them, of course, but they're looking, going like, what's the problem, whatever. And he said, unfortunately, I can't get that bar out, so you're probably going to have to go to somebody and get them to replace this battery. I said, okay then. So I jumped the car again and I said, hey, follow to my cousin. I said, hey, will you follow me home, whatever. And so now I am the person that checked my car the other day. I'm waiting for them because technically he said, hey, if you get the battery, I will change it for you anyway, which I was like, well, if I'm already at the store and they can change it, and they did because they're the ones who put the previous one in. Not sure why they couldn't get the thing off this time, but whatever. But yeah, so we're currently waiting for that. And the moment that battery is changed, we're going out and we're going to be, out because been cooped up for too long as it is. So I'm sure there are going to be questions that I'm not necessarily, well, did you try? Did you, I don't know. I've given you the information I know. I can show the bar if you'd like, because even somebody else that was part of this scenario or whatever was like, oh, it's just a bracket, just have them cut the bracket off. And I'm like, it's a bar about, now I have pretty dainty, whatever, but it's a bar about as thick as my forearms. Not necessarily just a just cut it off sort of thing, but it is literally as like, if it is like this in terms of being over the battery. Like you have to maneuver around this to even get the battery out, whatever. So that's the next step. But as soon as that happens and the battery is changed, you will see some more stuff.
Okay, so unfortunately, it's been a couple of days. I fell victim to a stomach virus, but I'm better, feeling better today. Getting the battery replaced today. Specifically asked what time, whatever. And, yeah, I'm excited. We shall see what comes next. I think things are going to be turning around. Who knows? Not up to me. It is. It's not up to me what happens. It is up to me how I react to it. That's definitely been one of the biggest things that I've learned over the course of these few months. So, we'll see.
Right. There's like at least an inch of water on the ground in the parking lot. Oh, stepping back now. Today's the day the car's supposed to get fixed. Kinda hoping that this mess clears up some.
So the person that was supposed to help and change the battery wasn't able to do everything because of real life stuff. Did help us get started, but Ryan came over to the rescue to help change the battery, and we got it most of the rest of the way, and then eventually, well, you'll see what happens. And I know it may be difficult to believe, but I was actually the one who placed the battery onto the plate correctly, just from the different angles that Ryan and I had, and being able to maneuver it and whatever. I was the one who, not that he wasn't able to, but I was the one who actually did it, and I was super proud of myself because I don't get to do that sort of thing very often. I don't get to be like manly man like this and work on a car and all of this stuff. As you can see by this next bit that you're going to see, where I specifically had to show off, look, I got my hands dirty. So yeah, that was kind of where that comes from there. And after this work, after all this time, after Ryan working on it, after John Paul working on it, after the guy at the auto parts place trying to work on it, it was finally time to try and start the car.
All right, let's try this. All right, as you saw, we're working. We are a go. There's another noise that I got to figure out what the other noise is. Ryan said he didn't hear it, but I know for a fact I did, and I know other people can too. So we are going to go and get some food because we have not done that in quite a while. Ryan's going to come with me, easy for me to say. We might try to get some video or something, but probably not. But really, the point is, the adventure of the car, as of now, is over, and now it will be time for the next adventure of where are we going to begin.